Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Techno Talks here. So in front of us, we probably have one of the coolest desk gadgets that you can pick up right now. So this right here is going to be the Divoom Ditoo-Pro, and it's basically a portable speaker. However, it does have this nice little display on here, which does display pixel art, and you're able to customize it in many ways, and you're able to do a lot of things on it in this nice compact shape. So let's go ahead and take a look. So it does come in this nice little bag, as you can see. Nice little packaging, and inside of there we do get one more thing. This is like a fridge. So this is like a fridge for the device. It's inside of there. You can carry it with you, you can take it places with you, which is really nice. And inside of this fridge, if we do go ahead and open it up by just pushing this button here, we are revealed with our product, which is sitting just in here, and it's waiting to be powered on. All right, after taking the product out, inside we probably do get our charging cable, which is correct, and it's a nice braided cable, so it feels really nice and premium. It is a USB-A to USB-C, and then under that we do get some stickers. So these are some pixel art stickers which look really nice and cool, so you can stick them on wherever you want, or you can just keep them as a souvenir. And then under that we do get the user manual. So there are a lot of settings with this device. If you do want to check it out, you can, but you don't really need this much of a booklet to read for this product right here. Before actually powering this on, let's go ahead and take a closer look at our device right here. So it actually does look like a mini computer, which is really nice. It does have a very small keyboard right here, and you're able to use this to control many of the functions that this device has. All of these you're able to click, and then you can move this one and also tap this button right here. So all of the buttons do function. It does say Divoom on the front, and what's really cool is I did go for the black one right here for my desk setup. However, you can pick from a many variety of colors, which is super nice. So you can have this match any of your setups. Again, taking a look at the front, here is a nice little look at our screen. It does look very old school, which is really cool. Up top, we do get our speaker right here. And if we do move to the back here, we have our on off. And when you do pull this cover, this is where you actually can charge your device, and you can also place a micro SD card inside of your device. And finally, on the right side, it does say pixel art 1976, which is really cool. Other than that, not really much else to examine on the body, so a nice and cool little design. So let's go ahead and power this bad boy on. So another thing that's really nice about this is it has a nice and large battery, so you actually don't have to keep this plugged in on your desk. You can take this around as well. But again, I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in so we can get some juice in there. And let's go ahead and get this charged up. And while we're plugged in, let's go ahead and power this bad boy on. So holding our power button, let's go ahead and see. Here's a look at our boot up animation, which is looking really cool. And immediately we do have our clock displayed. However, this is the wrong time. You can actually go ahead and connect this to your phone, so everything is up to date. All right, so while we're at the home screen, let's go ahead and actually use our keys to go ahead and do some things on this display. So quickly, here is this nice little key, which looks like a brightness key. What you can do with this is either click it just by tapping it, or you can actually click and hold it where it will actually change the animation for each of these sections. So right now we are on the time section where it does show our time, and if I do go ahead and press and hold, here's a nice little animation right there. Press and hold. This is another one right here. Press and hold. This is a different one, and again, these move based on sound. So when I am quiet, as you can see, it does not do anything, but when I start talking or when you play music on this speaker, it'll actually go ahead and move, which is really cool. If we do go ahead and hold it again, here's a different model of that. And then you can go ahead and hold it again, and we can get all these different types of choices, which is really nice and cool. So you're not limited with this device. Okay, so as I said, if you do press and hold, it'll change the animations, but if you do just tap it, we're on our next screen. So on this one right here, we can actually go ahead and change the light. So this can be like a night light. You can choose which color you want. As you can see, when you press and hold, it does change the color, which is really nice. So there are a whole bunch of colors that you can choose from. Pressing it again, here we have a nice cool animation, and then these do actually move, so you can choose. As you can see, we just had a Christmas tree, now we have some different tree, now we have a candy cane, and these are all like Christmas themes. If we do go ahead and press and hold, it does change into a different animation, and these are all moving animations, which are really nice and cool. Continuing with it, as you can see, now we have a little snail. So these are really cool animations that basically you'll just place on your desk. It'll be on like the right or left side, and you could have some music playing through, you can have your videos playing through, or you can even connect it to your PC directly to have this as your main speaker. It is a really powerful speaker, which we will actually demonstrate, and you could have these really nice and fun animations playing in the background. And now with another click, here is a different animation. This is like a candle. If we do hold it, we get this one right here. Again, holding it, now we get this mouth. And when you do start speaking with this one, these are interactive. They actually move. So if I do become quiet, as you can see, the mouth does stop moving when I'm actually quiet. And then here's another animation, and then press and hold again. Here is another animation. So just tons of animations, which all look really nice and cool. So talking a little more about our buttons and what they actually do, here's going to be our menu button. So if you do go ahead and click it, it'll go to your menu. If you do press and hold, it'll go back to your home screen. Right here, we can change our volume, as you can see, or we can hold to change our brightness, and then hold down to bring it down, and then hold up to bring it back down. So these can actually change through your music and play through your track. But if you do press and hold, it'll change the lighting animation that you have for the keyboards. As you can see, the keyboards are lit up. And if we do press and hold, it's a different animation. Press and hold, that's a different animation. So we do have multiple animations that we can choose from, which is really nice. When you pull this lever right here, it can actually play or pause your music, or you can actually end and answer calls, which is really cool. And then this one right here can change the connection, so you can disconnect from your Bluetooth by double tapping, which is really nice. Finally, when you do click any of the buttons, I'm not sure if you can see that, but right there we do have this little bar, and that is going to be your battery indicator. So if I do click our volume button, that is going to light up, and here's a look at what our battery is looking like. All right, so let's go ahead and switch to our menu real quick. So go ahead and click that M button. All right, so we do start with our music, and then next up we do get this coloring book. So if we do go ahead and hop into there, let's go ahead and pull the lever again, and we can actually move this little dot. And then if we do pull the lever, it'll color it in. And then if we do move it again, we pull it, it colors it in. And finally, it colors in this whole area, so you can actually see your animation, and we did get this cool animation. And then you can move on to the next one if you do want. So we can also set an alarm clock, and if you do pull that lever to get in, we can change the time right here. Go ahead and increase the hours, go ahead and decrease it, so you can choose at what time the clock is going to ring, but I'm not going to be setting one up right now. And then finally, we do have our games. If we do go into our game section, we do have a variety of games that you can play, which is really nice. So if we do hop into this one right here, go ahead and start. We can actually control the game with these buttons right here. And we do actually get our sound as well, which is super cool. So now that we've taken a good look at what our device can actually do when you're right at that device, here's a look at the app for this device. So you can actually connect this to your phone, which is really cool. And again, as I said, you can connect it through Bluetooth to use it like a Bluetooth speaker. So if we do start from the very left, this is going to be everything about your personal speaker. You can actually control it from here. So as you can see, we do have a nice little brightness control. And if I do actually go ahead and change that right here, so bringing it down all the way, as you can see, it did turn off, and then bringing it to right here, very little. And then if we do bring it up all the way, that is going to be what our brightness switch is going to look like. So really cool that you can actually change it from here. Maybe you're not at your desk setup at that moment, you're sitting a little further away, and you want to bring the brightness down or bring it up, you can do it right through your phone. So another cool thing we can do on the app is actually use a mixer right here. We can choose through our piano, we can choose through, I forgot the instrument's name, we have our drums as well. And if we do click it, it actually does come through our speaker. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Here we're at our piano, and if we do, or if we do go to, we can actually go to make our own music, which is really cool. I don't know how useful this is, but it's just a nice little cool feature. And you are also able to record these so you can save them and actually have them as a tune on your device. We also do get this voice memo feature. So if I do go ahead and say, hey, how are you doing?
Hey, how are you doing?
It does allow you to pass through. So if you do want to talk to somebody that's next to your speaker, you can go ahead and use this feature to actually go ahead and reach them. And then up top, we can also change our voice by using these voice changers. So I'll go ahead and choose this robot one right here. And if I do start talking, hello, how are you doing?
Hello, how are you doing?
As you can see, it did go ahead and change my voice. So really neat trick right here that you can do with this speaker. Again, if you don't want to make your alarms on the actual device itself, because maybe you're going to set a bunch of alarms, you are able to do that right through the alarm section. You can choose the days, you can choose the times, and you can activate, deactivate them from here. And so you can actually use those right through the app. So in our device settings, we can actually go ahead and change our notification sound. We do have our auto power off features, or we can change the brightness again right through here. And then we can also change our startup logo, which was the logo you saw in the beginning. And we have a nice little gallery, which everybody can post onto. They just post tons of animations and you're able to choose from any of them, go ahead and save them, and you can actually keep them on your device, which is really cool. As you can see, we have a ton of animations, which is really nice. I just keep scrolling and there's a never-ending list of animations that we can use on our device. So moving on to our next tab right here, we can actually change some of the things that are on our device. So we can actually change the color of that clock. We are able to do it and it does change it right away. As you can see, when I do click the red, it does. If I can click the red, it does turn into red, yellow, green, and it automatically does it right away. You can also change the type of clock, so you can go through those animations right through your phone, so you don't have to do them on the device. So it's really nice that you can actually control the device without even having to control it right through there. Maybe you're just sitting on your couch and you want to do it through your phone, you're able to do that. So we also do get the option to display the weather. As you can see, here is a nice little look at that. We do have a temperature gauge right here and it does show you the weather. We can also display the calendar right here, which is super nice. It gives you the date and then it also does say which day it is. We do have this nice little image that we can display. This is another option. And then we can also have a nice little scenic area that you can choose to have, and it'll just switch through these options, but you can choose from any of them. You can have them all turned on, you can have them all turned off, but that's just up to you. It lets you decide what you want to do with that. We also do have this cloud channel area, so basically this will automatically push the coolest designs of the month, and then it'll just keep changing through them on your device. So you'll just have those animations playing through. It does say the first time you do it, it does take 20-30 minutes, but once you do that, it'll just play through all the coolest animations that have been rated for your device. Again, just like I showed you on the device, this is going to be our visualizer, so you can actually choose through which one to play, which animation to have, and then you can have that one playing. This one right here is really cool. When you do talk, it does have like the stick man type of thing, and if I do be quiet, it doesn't do anything. But when I start talking or when you're having music playing, it'll just continue doing all these acrobatics, which is super cool. So here's that custom area I was talking about. When you do go through the gallery to add designs, you actually go ahead and add them right here and you're able to upload them to the device. You have a ton of options. You can actually have 3 pages, and on each of those pages you do get 12 different animations, which is just a whole bunch. So you get a total of 36 animations you can save directly to your device. And the final thing I actually do want to check on the app is going to be this design area right here. You can actually color in your own animation. You can change colors. Let's go ahead and click orange, go ahead and change that, and then maybe put some green down here, and you're able to display this right on your device. As you can see, it appears in real time, which is really nice. And as you can see, while I'm actually drawing on my device, it does show up on my screen. So you can make your own animations, and it does give you the customizability to be able to do that. So now that we had the chance to actually go ahead and look through all the features, let's actually take a look at the final feature, and actually one of the main features that this device is for, the speaker. So I do have some songs right here. Let's actually go ahead and click play and see how it performs. So I'll go ahead and click play. We'll start from 0, and while we do bring up the volume, it does change that animation. So that is a nice little look at that speaker performance. And again, I do really love this stickman animation. I do think it looks really cool. And so when you do play a song with it, it just does all these moves. So that is going to be basically it for the Ditoo-Pro speaker. Again, a really nice and cool product. And this is definitely going to go on my desk. It'll definitely stay there. And again, it's honestly one of the coolest gadgets that you can pick up for your desk. It has actual functionality. You can actually do things on it, and it does it while looking really nice and cool. You can set your alarm. You can have your clock there. You can take a look at the weather. You can play your music. music through there, or you can even use it as your desk speaker because this is a really powerful speaker. Just from that sound test right there, the sound clarity is really nice and it sounds really good. Plus it does get really loud. So overall, a really cool product and something that I would actually recommend to others. This is again a really cool product and probably one of my favorite gadgets for my desk right now. So that will basically wrap it up for this video. As always, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and see y'all in the next one.